Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. In this video, I will be reviewing all of the YesStyle products that I recently ordered. Starting with the top row, we've got the Proof 10 Gel Pencil Liner in Waterproof Black from Etude. Next to that, we have the Rainbow Honey Lip Balm from Y&M. After that is the Enjoy Super Mild Sun Essence from Cynic. The square box is the No Sebum Mineral Pact from Innisfree. Also from Innisfree is the Skinny Microcara Zero in black. The last item on the top row is a mini fruit lip balm in blueberry from Tony Moly. The sideways box between rows is a Dear Darling marker tint in apple candy from Etude. On the bottom row, we have the Crystal Glam Tint Cherry series in dark cherry from Clio. If I remember correctly, this is the item I was able to get from one of the giveaways that YesStyle does. In the pink box is the Lip Glowy Balm Stardust Edition in Pink Supernova from Laneige. In the pouch is a Fixing Tint Bar in Lively Red from Etude. And last, but certainly not least, is the Y2K Mix and Match 20-color eyeshadow palette in Coconut Blue Black from Biya. I also ordered 2 other products which I ended up canceling because they were back-ordered and were taking longer than expected. One item, in my understanding, hadn't been sourced yet and it was already past the expected date. The other item was sourced, but due to some mix-up in communication between myself and YesStyle, ended up being cancelled. My advice to you would be to make separate orders for in-stock items and back-ordered items, because items in back order will delay the shipment of your entire order. The first product I'm going to talk about is the Enjoy Super Mild Sun Essence from Cynic, as this is an item I have used prior to this YesStyle haul. I really like this product. I can't really speak to the effectiveness of the SPF protection because I work inside a windowless room in a building and don't spend much time outside in the sun otherwise, but I do love this as a moisturizer. In my opinion, it makes my skin look more full and hydrated. I've heard others mention white cast, but I haven't noticed any on my skin. You'll see my skin tone in just a moment. There it is! My clean, bare arm. Since I have a lot of allergies and sensitivities, I thought it best to swatch/patch test the products before using any of them on my face. We have from top to bottom the Y&M Rainbow Honey Lip Balm, the Etude Proof 10 Gel Pencil Liner, Laneige Lip Glowy Balm Stardust Edition, Clio Crystal Glam Tint, Etude Dear Darling Marker Tint, Etude Fixing Tint Bar, Tony Moly Mini Blueberry Lip Balm, Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Pact Powder, Innisfree Skinny Microcara Zero, and one of the black shades from the Biya Y2K Mix and Match 20-color eyeshadow palette. Here's another angle where you can hopefully see everything a little better. Here's what everything looked like after a night of sleep. No negative reactions. This one should be what everything looks like after trying to wash product off with just water. Some of them are really holding on. This is what everything looks like after soap and water. And finally, my attempt with makeup remover. The dark cherry colored Crystal Glam tint really held on. I didn't get a picture of the wand, but true to its name, the Skinny Microcara really is skinny. In my opinion, that made it easier to apply with more accuracy and precision. As you'll see in the before and after pics, the mascara provided length and my lashes didn't really clump or even flake. The waterproofing is great, and given the oiliness of my skin, it really did last all day. I honestly feel that I should get a dedicated mascara remover or eye makeup remover for this. Let me know down in the comments what your recommendations are. I absolutely love this Y&M Rainbow Honey Lip Balm, and it has become my most used item from this haul. It's color changing and, as the editor's note on YesStyle states, reacts to your body's temperature and moisture levels to develop different shades of pink. In my understanding, the shade is unique to you. It really does provide a moisturizing feel all day, even after the balm is wiped off on purpose or from meals. Also, I would be totally remiss if I didn't mention how thoroughly gorgeous and satisfying the glittery, textured push pen-like case is to look at, feel, and use. Here, we've got a before and after pic of my face, without any product, and then with the mascara and Rainbow Honey Lip Balm, which has a smooth, non-sticky texture. I didn't get a pic at the end of the day, but the balm did leave a slight stain with a light shade still remaining. I should also probably mention at this point that I usually wear glasses when I'm at work, and sometimes while I'm at home. They did not interfere with or seem to affect any of the makeup usage at all, although you will not see me wearing my glasses in any of the photos because I have a serious pet peeve about reflections in my lenses. Next up, we've got the Proof 10 Gel Pencil Liner in Waterproof Black from Etude. I did have a harder time trying to apply this to my waterline, but that could honestly be a skill issue. Otherwise, easy to apply to my upper eyelid. There was a bit of smudging by the end of the day, but it was slight and could probably be avoided by not being somewhat of a novice with makeup. Paired with my testing of the eyeliner was the dark cherry colored Crystal Glam Tint from Clio that I received from a YesStyle giveaway. First of all, this smells heckin' delicious. If I didn't know any better, I would eat it on purpose. As you may remember from the swatch/patch test, this really did stain my lips, although the gloss will easily wipe off either with intention or through eating and drinking. You'll definitely leave a mark if you kiss someone while wearing this. And once again, I just gotta say that this packaging is stunning. Look at that cute, beautiful detail with the cherries. When I get the chance to use eyeliner, I can't not do a cat eye. Likely a contributing factor to the slight smudging. These pics were taken exactly an hour apart. I'm pretty sure I hadn't eaten or drank anything, but you can see that the gloss has faded a bit. There's about 5 hours difference between these. I had eaten and drank something during this time. From beginning to end of day, there is definitely a difference in the appearance of the gloss, although there is some tint left. My eyes are also a little bit red, but not overly irritated. My eyes are really sensitive, so that and tiredness at the end of the day is what's causing the redness. Much better than the reactions I've had from Western makeup brands. I don't have too much to say about this mini blueberry lip balm from Tony Moly. It's a pretty basic lip balm in my opinion, does provide some moisturizing, and has a nice sweet smell, although I wouldn't necessarily say it smells like blueberries. This is one of those lip balms where you gotta apply it with your fingers. Really not my favorite way to apply product, but the packaging is cute and fun, and I knew that's how I'd have to apply the balm when I made this purchase. No surprises here. A very little bit of color. Taken about 7 hours after first application, just after finishing lunch at work. I reapplied it at this point. Ultimately not long lasting, and there will be some transfer. I also want to acknowledge the fact that I definitely did still have some eyeliner that I was unable to remove from the day before, regardless of how hard I tried to remove it all. Seriously accepting recommendations for Korean or other Asian brand eye makeup removers down in the comments. Alrighty, next up we've got the Dear Darling Marker Tint from Etude. This is another item from my haul that I plan on using regularly. It applies really easily, but I would recommend using it with a lip balm to keep your lips from feeling dry. Also, it smells really good. The scent reminds me a bit of children's liquid Tylenol in the best way possible. It's a good thing, I promise. I was in a hurry this day, so I applied the marker tint in my car. My iPhone cropped my hair weird. The stain does not really come off by touching it. But after 12 hours of work, a few meals and drinks, and 16 total hours of wear, the color wears off. But ultimately, I do like this particular shade. You'll see later when I paired it with the Y&M Balm. And now for Etude's Fixing Tint Bar in Lively Red. Interesting packaging, and I like the tube design. You just pull the lipstick out of the tube. There's a bit of a scent, but I can't tell if it's floral or just how makeup smells. I should have taken notes, but I'm pretty sure I tested the fixing tint and this no sebum mineral pack at the same time. I wouldn't suggest using this on totally bare skin because it accentuates drier patches. As far as how the powder does throughout the day, I have to reapply it to my nose, which is a trouble spot for me. Other than that, it does have a slightly mattifying finish, which is something I'm looking for, since my nose gets really shiny and what you would expect from a product like this. I don't like using it on my eyelids much, even though that's another trouble spot. My sensitive eyes can tell there's something on them, but it ultimately doesn't feel awful, so you'll likely be fine. The puff took me a bit to get used to handling, but the compact is really cute. Easy enough to take with you and use on the go. With the lipstick tint, there is a bit of transfer, but in my opinion, not as much as there would be if it were a gloss. The texture is smooth though. After 9 hours of life, the color isn't really there anymore, and neither is the powder. This might be another lip product that you'd want to use a lip balm with. And reapply the powder as needed. The last lip product for this haul review is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm Stardust Edition in Pink Supernova. This is what I was expecting when I bought it. Texture on the stickier side, great for adding a bit of glitter and shine on a bare lip, or layered on top of another product for something a little bit extra. And it smells like strawberries. Last but not least, we have the Biya Y2K Mix and Match 20 color eyeshadow palette. The packaging is cute and has the colors I usually use. There's some glittery / shimmery shades as well as ones that are matte. This makeup combo honestly really did take me back to my earliest makeup days. My first eyeshadow ever was almost exactly this blue color. I often used a silvery color as well, and I used sticky lip balms similar to this one back then too. I used brushes to apply the eyeshadow. Just a simple look for this test, with what I call that parakeet blue. Almost 4 hours difference here. You can see a bit of the glitter on my face, and the gloss having worn off. There will be transfer with the gloss, and the eyeshadow will melt a bit into your eyelid creases. After another 5 hours, my forehead wanted to say hi. My sensitive eyes felt okay though. The eyeshadow traveled a bit more up my eyelid. I still think it looked okay, but definitely not as intense as it was. Bonus pics of me before and after a concert I performed in. I wore the No Sebum Mineral Pack, 2 shades from the Y2K palette, the Gel Pencil Liner, and the Rainbow Honey Lip Balm in the picture on the left. I also added the Dear Darling marker tint before I left the house, but I didn't take a picture until after the concert was over. You can see that the tint was still there after 5.5 hours. I'd eaten a little bit of food and had some water. I also sweat, of course, but the concert went very well and I received lots of compliments on my makeup, jewelry, outfit, shoes, and of course, my voice. It truly was a joyful, happy evening for many reasons. And that's it! Thank you everybody so much for watching the video. I had a lot of fun trying on all the makeup and making this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Perhaps I will have another makeup haul in the future at some point. And if you'd like to see that, as I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye.